Hey y'all, so I'm back with a tutorial on this purple smoky eye look that I did, and it was done using just one palette, which is actually the Crown Brush palette that I hauled in my last video. So if you watch that, you'll actually get to see the colors in action in this video, and if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below as well. So let's get started. I've already put like my foundation and my concealer and everything on, and I obviously did my eyebrows. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Urban Decay Original Concealer, and please excuse my horrible nails. My friend and I were in Target tonight and we were swatching nail polish, so it looks pretty disgusting. I haven't taken it off yet, so I'm sorry. So we're going to just put some Urban Decay Primer Potion on our lid, and just put a generous amount. This is going to help your eyeshadows stay on a lot longer without creasing, and it's also going to intensify any eyeshadow that you put on as well. So this is perfect. It's been around for a long time. It's like 20 bucks at Sephora. So, and I'll put everything, a description of all the products that I'm using down below, so you guys, if you're interested. So this is my 88 Crown Brush palette. See all my beautiful colors. Every color of the rainbow in here. It's pretty amazing. Now the first color that I'm going to use is actually this brown color right here, and it looks a little darker in the pan than it does when it actually goes on. It's actually a lot lighter, but it is very buildable, and I'm going to use this as my transition color a little bit above my crease, just so there's no harsh lines, and then the purple kind of blends in a little bit better with everything. So I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush, and this is actually an old brush I've had forever from MAC, but you can find these anywhere. Sonia Kashuk for Target has some great brushes if you don't want to spend a lot of money. Sigma has some great brushes, so you can just find a little blending brush, and you're going to take any brown neutral color that you have and just throw that in your crease. Okay, so now that we've got our transition, I can't talk tonight, our transition color on, we're going to take the purple, and the purple that I use is actually this one right here. So it's a little bit of a darker purple. It goes on really nicely. It's actually kind of a cross between like a lavender purple with pink undertone, so it's really, really, really beautiful. So we're just going to pack that on our entire lid all the way to the very end. I'm not going to bring it above my crease area because I don't want this to be too much of a dramatic look, and I don't want to bring it too high up. Okay, so the next color we're going to use is actually this lightest off-white cream color at the very top of the palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this, if you can tell, the inner corner of my eye is a little bit lighter, and then the purple gets a little bit darker towards the middle of my eyelid. And I'm going to do that just so there's a little bit more of a gradient effect to it. So I'm going to take just a little bit of that white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to dab it over the purple by the inner corner of my eye. And you're just going to kind of play with this until you get the effect that you want. I'm just going to flip the same eyeshadow brush over that I used the purple with, and I'm going to pat a little bit over where the white eyeshadow that I just put on ends, just to make sure it blends nicely. Blending is key, guys, by the way. You can ruin like the most beautiful eyeshadow look ever by not blending. Blending is, if you can blend, you can do any eyeshadow look, honestly, seriously. So anyway, so I put on my white eyeshadow above that. You just want to make sure it matches your other eye. I'm going to take a little bit more purple, and I'm just going to pack it a little bit more. Flip my brush, blend in the white, and that looks good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same fluffy brush that I used for my transition color, and I'm just going to, I don't have anything on it, and I'm just going to go over where the purple eyeshadow ends and just go back and forth a little bit. So again, make sure there's no harsh lines coming through. And then the last color I'm going to use is this darker brown color right above the black. It's like the darkest brown in the palette. I didn't want to use a black because I didn't want this to be super harsh. So I did just opt to use like a darker brown, which actually goes really nicely with the purple. So I'm going to take that, and you're just going to find, I'm going to start at the outer corner of my eye where my eye socket is. I'm just going to kind of dab a little bit on the corner. And I'm going to kind of just take it in circular motions because, again, I'm not going to bring this up very high. We're going to try to keep it a little bit more subtle. And I'm just going to go in circular motions, and then I'm going to start once I want most of my color to be concentrated on the outside of the lid. And then once I have most of my color down, you just want to pull it over a little bit, not a whole lot. So I just want to start pulling this towards the inner corner. Very lightly, so you can see it's starting to darken up a little bit, and you're just going to do that until it's all the way blended. Perfect. And then, so we're done with that part. The last thing I'm going to do is take that same white eyeshadow that I used to pack one over the purple, and we're going to use that as our highlight color. Let's see if I can find, so I'm just going to take another little fluffy brush, and you want to concentrate most of your highlight color right underneath where your arch is, right under your eyebrow, and then I'm going to drag over whatever's left on the brush underneath the rest of my brow. So right there, right underneath the arch, you can see how we're starting to highlight it. You're just going to drag it down, and then we can drag it this way. And this is just going to accentuate your eyebrows even more and just bring a lot more attention to the eyes in general. A little bit more. And I'm kind of a highlight freak. I really love a nice, accentuated, defined, high-arched eyebrow with a nice highlight color. I just think it really ties the face together. So, and then I'm just going to take a bigger, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to, with nothing on it, I'm just going to kind of go back and forth where I put my transition color and my highlight and just make sure the two are tied together really nicely. Make sure it's all well blended. Okay, so this is the finished look. I just threw on some liquid liner. I used an Urban Decay liner, but L'Oreal, if you're looking for something a little bit more inexpensive, L'Oreal has a great line of liquid liner. So, but this finished look, I kind of winged out my eyeliner a little bit to give it a little bit more of a dramatic effect, but still letting it be a little bit subtle. I didn't put on false eyelashes. You could definitely do that. Honestly, they're a pain in my ass. I think they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. I do them sometimes, but whatever. So you could do that if you want. I didn't. So this is so easy. This palette is amazing. It's so versatile. So many different colors. As you can see, they're super pigmented, super opaque, great for what you're getting for the money, really inexpensive. So I'll put the link for the palette below, and if you have any questions or a request or anything like that, please post a comment. I would love to interact with you guys. And if you're not following me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, please search me and follow me, because I post a lot more daily things on those versus YouTube. So if you want to interact with me a little bit more, get on there and we can be buds. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for subscribing. It means so much to me. It really motivates me to keep on filming. So I love y'all, and I hope you have a great day, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.